Kia ora, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. I'm Stephanie Hunter from Hamilton, New Zealand, and this is our gorgeous friend. Guess her name, please? Karen Crichton from here, New Zealand. Feel the same duo. Still as crazy as
Yeah,
ever. Now,
same, mate.
today's reading is for the 16th of May. It's Monday, the 16th of May. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just shuffling the cards. So just told to shuffle again. So let's shuffle again. Okay, they're ready to come out now. So who's coming out today? Oh, okay.
Okay, hang
Number
on, I've
40.
just got to share the screen because, of course,
Oh, yes, you do.
I
There
do,
we go.
I do,
Share
I
the
do.
screen.
So,
Now, just so you guys know, that snoring that you can hear in the background is snoring. Okay, it's not Karen's tummy rumbling because it's lunchtime and she's ready to eat or anything. That's actually one of the dogs enjoying the sunshine down here in New Zealand, laying back and snoring a little head off. God bless her. Okay, today we start with our past card from Quantum Essences, and it is Console, number 4, Console.
ooh,
Oh, that's such a lovely card. Just the word console is such a lovely, lovely, caring feeling. Something is sharing their love with you, wanting you to feel at peace. Okay, so console is all about helping people moving through a grief procedure or grief time or time of grief, releasing the energy of the grief. Okay, emotional or a sense of loss or physical release. We are in a time of change, people. We are in it's a big time of change right now. And you jumped off to the wrong side of the screen there again, Karen. So excuse me while I just bring you back over here. So it looks like I'm looking you all in the eyes. Excellent. So console is here to let us know that, yeah, of all the traumas and experiences that we've gone through in the past, because this card has come up helping us to help the past, it's letting us know that we're here to help you. We're here, we're with you. You don't walk this alone. You're not never walking this alone. You are never alone. We never left your side. We've always been there with you, even in your darkest days. Understand that and realize you will never, ever be left alone during any of your darkest days. And that's now my cat joining in the singing as well. So you've got a dog snoring and a cat crying. What a combo today.
we are, aren't we?
The card console also helps with working through the grief procedure of losing a loved one. Now, this is somebody passing over to the other side. This is also a breakdown of relationship. Okay. This is also a separation by time or distance. So console is there to help you through that as well. If that has been in your recent past, I'm feeling for some of you, it's going to be a recent past. Know that we're here. The energies are here to help you through that time. It also helps you to restore faith again. Because during times of severe trauma or loss and periods of loss, it's easy to lose faith. It's really easy to start asking, why is this happening to me?
Mm.
Why did it happen? What I didn't deserve it? Well, Console's here to help you to know it's okay. We got you. Work through your grief, but go through your grief. Don't become of your grief. Work through it. Okay, so that's console for the past. While Karen starts on our beautiful herb for the past, I'm just going to go and let the cat out so he doesn't take over the conversation. Be back in one moment.
Okay, so we have cannabis. Now, many of you have experienced the benefits of cannabis, and although it's still illegal in this country and in many parts of the world, it isn't. It's got so many health benefits, and so consequently I'm not going to go through them all, but if we look at the CBD oil, it's been renowned to help with far-reaching effects for cancer, to help with depression, to help with ADHD, to help with post-traumatic stress. The list goes on, and there's a really good reason why it is so beneficial for us as humans. Is we have cannabinoid receptors in every single cell of our body. So it just goes to show that ancestrally we've been using cannabis since Adam was a cowboy, and we've just basically used it as a medicine throughout our history up until recent history. So basically cannabis also it's been used for most medical doctors up until the 1930s, used it in nearly every single script that they wrote. We won't go into that because I could get on my high, I could get on my high horse with it.
But I
But
have learned today that Adam was a cowboy.
yeah, yeah, do you not know that expression?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, woohoo!
I can just see him in stirrups with a whip. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it.
So as a flower essence, it can help you to clarify issues of will and initiative in relation to authority figures. Very relevant at this present moment. It also brings playfulness and lightheartedness to being
Boy,
on this planet. And I think at this moment in time, we need to really help lighten the load for everyone. And it goes beautifully with console, doesn't it? Because if you think of how when you're in grief, it can feel very heavy, can feel very despondent. Whereas when you've got console to help you, and then you've got cannabis to help you, it can help bring you a bit of lightness to the situation. And like the previous herb in the previous reading, cannabis also can help with shamanic journeys. So it can help you have visions and dreams, and that's probably where the THC comes in. But we won't go into that. But if we look at the flower essence per se, it can help you get clarity for everything. And so when you're going through grief, it can actually help you bring clarity to stuff. And I can relate to that one. I don't know about you, Stephanie, but I can definitely relate to that one.
I can definitely relate to that. And I'm smiling and giggling here a little bit, guys, and trying hard not to laugh out loud. May I go forward now to the present and future?
Oh, please do.
Because as I was shuffling my cards, what card do you think jumped out, Karen, considering what cannabis is all about? Depression and despondency. And we've got console there to help move forward as well.
Oh,
Are you all surprised that ray of light?
ray of light. I was going to say ray of light.
Ray of light. That was amazing. I was shuffling my cards and one fell out and fell onto the floor, and it was our gorgeous ray of light. Okay. Karen, we can't actually see that on the screen.
No, I know. I'm just jiggery pokering.
I feel that
The
we need to
light
connect this
is.
card, guys. This is just wow. The combination is just stunning. So, with these three cards being drawn today, being the 13th, no, beg your pardon, the 16th of May, I'm feeling that there has been a lot of changes happening over the weekend, which made quite a few of you go, "What the actual f is going on?" Wow, I feel shuffled like I've been shuffled around like a deck of cards. I feel completely knocked sideways. So I'm feeling that you're going to be waking up on Monday going, we need some direction. Well, the cards are coming through for you big time today. Ray of light helps with depression. It helps with despondency. It helps to resolve it helps to heal unresolved feelings from past grief, bitterness, and loss. So look at console ray of light. You've got cannabis going on there. This is all about releasing the pains of anguish, releasing the pains of sense of loss, releasing the dismantling of life as you know it. Okay, so this is a gorgeous essence that brings with us a guardian angel, helping us to feel reassured. That sense of, like console does for me as well. You feel like you have been surrounded by angel wings and nurtured while you are going through your grief. Because it's important to experience the emotion. Just don't become the emotion. Understand it, experience it. So experience it, but don't become it. Don't get stuck in the emotion. So as you have been held in a beautiful angelic space where you can live your experience, these gorgeous angel wings are around you going, it's okay. I've got you. You are never alone. You've heard me say this before already, but I'm sensing this real message coming through. There's going to be so much happening in your life at this current time that's going to be bringing up things from the past. It's going to be questioning where you are in the present, and it's going to be making your future appear unclear. Go within, deep breath, and experience the grief, experience the losses, experience the changes, experience the feeling of being like a ping pong ball in a bloody big tub of water that's been shaken from left to right. But know that you're not alone. Know that you've been looked after. So the ray of light helps you to move into a space of forgiveness. Yeah. Instead of being bitter about what's going on, release love with love and light and let it go. Give forgiveness. Now to forgive does not mean you forget. Okay, that's saying that you forgive and forget. I've never bought into that. You may forgive, but you never forget an experience because it is part of your life. But once again, you look into it, you feel it, but you move on from it. That's where forgiveness is such an amazing gift to give yourself. When you forgive someone else of their actions against you, it's not for their benefit, it's for your own benefit, so you may heal and move on. It also helps to release blocked emotions, so that you can find peace amongst the current times of turbulence.
Interesting. Interesting, isn't it? Ray of light. Well, then we come to ginkgo. Ginkgo. Now, ginkgo is, as a herb, it's one of those things that can really help with cognitive function. It can help with, it's really, really being researched a lot for Alzheimer's and dementia, great for tinnitus and that sort of thing. So it's very much a head herb. Now, this essence, which is probably why it's come along with all the other three, is it's all about multi-dimensionality. So it's one of the oldest plants on earth in its current form. And it's actually been used to help link many individuals to a sense of their ancient identity. So what that means to me is it means that we have often lost our sense of identity with their own culture or with an individual. This herb can help us access again our own power. And it's because if we look at the dimensions, and many people have been talking about ascension and everything else, ginkgo is our link to help us link our past and our present and our future.
So when we bring all these four gifts today together, the console, the ray of light, the gorgeous cannabis, and the ginkgo, really points my attention towards, you've already mentioned it, this mass ascension, doesn't it?
Well, also,
guys,
yeah,
like a
if I
global
was,
event going on.
yeah, if I was to sort of think of ginkgo as its main use, it's got multi, I believe it's actually to help us access the pituitary gland, to clear it from all its rubbish. And we know that the pituitary gland is a lot to do with intuition, perception, in actual communication in other ways other than our five senses. So
wow,
that's to me how I feel, that because we've been talking about this amongst ourselves, Stephanie, but I don't think we've discussed this much on air, so to speak, is that we believe that we are shifting and changing en masse. And that's what all of this stuff's been going on around us, to help us shift and change en masse. We're sort of literally being forced in many respects to change.
Okay, so what I'm feeling here, Karen, also, you're right, the word force is interesting because it feels like a negative connotation. And it can be perceived as a negative connotation, but it's not really, guys. I'm feeling that this is why these cards, I mean, sitting here and getting more and more sort of insight into what these cards are telling us.
Yeah.
Because it is very powerful reading today, guys. Please don't underestimate it. The cards are telling us, we know what you're going through individually. We know what you're going through as a collective. We're letting you know you're not alone. While you're screaming and jumping up and down and shouting, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, it's standing your feet because the change is so overwhelming. So for people who have not been aware with information or been following the changes in the ascension procedure and so forth for the last however long, if they've been forced into suddenly changing because there's been a worldwide event that's made them stop and go, my life is not what I thought it was.
And that's where console is, because I think we're going to be grieving, or we are grieving, our past life.
Yes, grieving because it's gone, but also grieving because it never was actually false.
Yeah.
So these cards coming through saying it's preparing those of us who are aware of these changes that are happening and unfolding around us, and more to come. letting us know that we're on the right track.
Yeah.
But it's also reminding us that we need to look after our brothers and sisters, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be forced into these changes. They haven't been consciously, they are subconsciously, but they haven't been consciously aware of what's going on around them. And suddenly they have no option but to step through the changes, and they are going to be absolutely blown away, discombobulated massively.
Discombobulated is going to be the word of the day, and it's my favorite word because I get discombobulated a little bit at times, and I think it's the most expressive word. So did you say the affirmation for ray of light, Stephanie? Because I think that would be particularly useful at this present moment in time.
Bear with me, folks. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Oh my gosh, yes, okay. Spring reminds me that life has to be celebrated and enjoyed. Spring reminds me that life has to be celebrated and enjoyed. Now, here in the southern hemisphere, we're actually going through autumn. So people are going, oh, well, that's relevant for us. No, this is the spring of your life. It's not the season. The spring is to remind us that life is to be celebrated and enjoyed. This is new beginnings, guys. I'm feeling quite strong that these cards are telling us that we know what you're going through. We know what's about to happen. We remember we've got the past and the present and the future in all these 4 cards. So they're telling us we know what you're going through. We know what we're about to be going through. And we want to tell you we're here for you. We are your buffer. We are your angel wings. We're here to guide you. Be at peace. Know all is okay. And remember the affirmation, spring, aka your new life. Spring reminds me that life is to be celebrated and enjoyed. New beginnings abound. How exciting, Karen.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we should finish there because otherwise we're going to be going on
Totally.
forever. So thank
Like
you,
and
thank
share
you,
this,
thank
like
you.
and share, like and share, like and share, guys. We want this one out to as many people as we possibly can. We need to know that we're okay. See you
Awesome.
tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.